Alright guys, what's up? And as promised, we've got some more Tecmo NBA basketball action for you. I was actually considering, believe it or not, playing the arcade version of Double Dribble again. This is after, if you watch the hockey channel, I played Blades of Steel for the and the arcade version, and it has like the same voice as the arcade version of Double Dribble. So I considered doing that instead here, but then I thought, I'd much rather play a little bit more Tecmo this time around. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow before we play Tecmo on the Genesis, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, this is one of the best opening sequences that you'll see in any Super Nintendo basketball game. There's so many things that Tecmo did right with this series, and the company doesn't always get credit for that. Of course, speaking of credit, what I should probably do here is get rid of that thing at the top for you, so this looks a little bit more professional. Remember, we're running a professional operation here, so we might as well make it look good. So we'll go take a look here quick. I want to make sure that I have the right version of this in here, and yep, you can see it is the right version because we go over to player data and we can look at the GOAT. Somebody was talking about how some of his ratings were not right in the NES version. Here, running speed probably could be a little higher, and what's up with the stealing being so low? This is supposed to be the 91-92 season. So anyway, let's see, we want to do team control. By the way, if you do a preseason game, you can go over here and change the difficulty. Yeah, but if you do a season game, I don't think that you can change the difficulty. So so it is. Oh, look at that. Chicago's already on man, so we probably already have started the season. Looks like that we did. I don't know if I played a first game or not. I might not have. So I can't remember what it is that I've done with this so far, so we're just gonna kind of like go with this and see what happens, and hope that we have a little bit more luck than we had with the NES version. See, I at least jumped this time around, and that was Scotty. It's kind of hard here, you can't really tell who's who. And now the other thing is that here on the Super Nintendo version, the button to jump up to block is different than the button to steal. So the button to steal, I think, is this one here. That's what Y, and then the button to block the shot is the other button. The A button changes, it's B that does that. Not that it matters because I can't really see who I am anyway. Alright, there we go. So Pippin gets us the points.
Foul. Pushing.
Come on, Michael. Jeez, what are you doing? There's a famous Michael Jordan game from the 80s where he ends up fouling out after having no fouls going into the fourth quarter. You get 6 fouls in one quarter. I've been meaning to cover that game in a video, but I haven't quite gotten around to it yet. So look for that coming in the near future. Scotty, geez, what's wrong with you, man? Get back over here. I'm trying to lurch and grab the ball from you. How does Michael Jordan miss a shot from there, huh? How does he miss a shot that close? And then he goes and fouls like that? I mean, I don't know. There's probably a problem with this game. Anyway, I'm gonna hump you to death until you give me the ball. There is actually like a proper way to play this game. And if I were to play it like a lot of different times, I think we would probably figure it out. But I have a feeling that that's not really the right way to play. Yeah, there we go. Jordan picking up that loose ball. Now, one of the problems with this game is that it's really, really hard to time it so that you can actually make the block. You can do it, there are ways to do it, but it's very, very difficult. Having said that, it is a little bit easier in this game to steal the ball than it was in the NES version. There are a couple of improvements that they've made in general. I also, by the way, think that Horace Grant is a little bit too fast here for this game. I think that the NES version probably had him a little bit more right, because he's totally outrunning the defense. Or maybe it's just that the Bucks were no good. I don't know. I was like 7 years old when this season was played, so I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. The other difference between this and the NES version is that in this version of the game, the computer teammates will actually block for you, and they actually play real defense. but it also means that they end up picking up fouls. I think that the problem with the NES game is that they probably didn't have enough programming space. Oh, come on. I literally did. I pushed B to shoot. It was not a foul. Notice the referees are biased. All right, there we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. Good, Scotty to dunk. Anyway, overall, compared to the NES version of this game just feels a lot better. It feels a lot more polished. There are some issues still, though, like, and I think a lot of it comes from the perspective, like, you know, the feeling you get where, like, you can't see who your guy is. You don't know, like, where you're going and stuff like that. That's not much fun. Good try, horse. All right, so it's all right. We're down. Actually, we're down quite a bit, aren't we? So I hate that, right? I passed the ball. I wanted to pass the ball up instead of passing it down, but you can't, like, choose. And so I end up passing it to the guy I wasn't expecting to get it, and he ends up running straight out of bounds as soon as he catches it. Why is Michael Jordan taking the ball out? Oh no, we passed it to Michael. There's not much you can do here. Oh geez, who fouled him? Oh, I fouled him.
Pushing.
So one of the issues with this game is that, like, the way you choose a different player is you'll push, like, up or down to choose a different one of your teammates, which of course is a problem because the up and down buttons control how you move. So it's very, very difficult to choose the teammate that you want to pass the ball to. We're getting those stats up. The other thing that's weird about this game is that when the ball goes out of bounds, it will tell you the name of the team that knocked the ball out of bounds instead of telling you the name of the team that's getting the ball. Which is, I know it's like a real, like, finicky type thing to worry about, but that's kind of strange. It's really, really confusing. Anyway, there are other issues with this game too. Like, for example, there's literally no fatigue, so you can have your starters play the entire game. That's not necessarily unrealistic, because remember, we're talking like early 90s basketball, but like all 5 guys, that probably wasn't going to happen. Oh yeah, hey, we got one of those. Whoops. This is another one of the strategies, by the way. Honestly, I'm still having a couple of problems trying to get used to the controls. I know that when I did my video on this game, I was complaining a little bit about being like the same thing over and over again, and there were a couple of people who got upset with me for that. But it really is true. You play a lot of this game, you realize that it really is very, very repetitive.
Foul. Pushing.
I was straight up, ref. I was straight up in the air.
Good. Two.
There we go. Get it to Michael. So I wanted to pass it to Michael Jordan. I thought that I had him selected, but apparently I didn't. Anyway, Horace Grant has been scoring a lot of points, which probably is not a good thing for us. All right, halftime. Halftime in this game is not that much fun. You just look at these stats. I mean, this halftime show is pretty lame. We're 0 for 5 from the 3-point range, so that was a mistake on my part. Oh, okay. Apparently I got fouled. It was way after the shot, but I don't think that they care. Yeah, that was Jordan. That wasn't exactly a great Jordan move, was it? He just sort of like walked around for a little while and then stood there and took a almost like a two-handed set shot. I know that the programmers were doing like the best that they could with what they had, but there are some times where I kind of question like, you know, how much basketball they were actually watching before they played this game, because I mean, nobody plays like that. Good job, Scotty. There we go. Only down by 10. We got this. Oops. Oh, wow, okay. That's what I wanted to do. I was trying to call a set play, but instead I ended up shooting a half-court three. So next time somebody talks about Jordan and Steph Curry, just remember that. You can say, well, in Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, you can hit half-court threes with Jordan. You can't do it with Curry. All right. You know, Pippen was famous for that hook shot, right? So how come Scotty's getting all the points? What happened to Jordan? Paxton with that outside shot. I should be shooting threes with Paxton. What am I doing? Anyway, as like laughable as parts of this game might seem today, it really was kind of revolutionary for its time. I mean, like, you know, the players don't really look like who they're supposed to be, but they're like the right color, right? As opposed to a lot of other games where like players are kind of like random colors and stuff like that. And it actually really does make a difference. It makes it a lot easier in this game to figure out who's who. So like if you want to shoot with Paxton, you just like find the white guy. All right, no problem. Hey, we're doing pretty well. What was that? Catch the ball. Dude, man, I feel like I'm playing Tecmo Super Bowl again. Come on, Scotty, you gotta hit that shot, man. MJ with the tongue out. Oh well. That was worth a shot. Get back, get back. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have Bill Cartwright shoot the ball from, you know, 60 feet. So I do want to start playing some of the EA basketball games as well. I know that a lot of them were for the Genesis. NBA Superstars or whatever it was called, and stuff like that. Some of those games are a lot slower though than Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, so we'll get to those here little by little. Oh, please tell me the basket's waved off. No, it's not. How is that basket not waved off? Oops. I was a little bit worried that Pippin was going to travel with it. I've played a little bit too much Ultimate Basketball. Hey, there's a game that we can play together. Ultimate Basketball. How about that one? That's a ton of fun. Oh yeah, it's going in. Yep. I forgot. There's that cutscene as well. Someone was asking the other day about where are the cutscenes. Isn't this a Tecmo game? And yeah, it is. They're there. You just have to find them. Jordan with the fast break. Like that windmill slam. Two-handed. Jordan again with the rebound. See, the thing is that I have to remember is that when you're bringing the ball down the court, the other team will literally like they'll part away. It's like Moses in the Red Sea. I mean, I'm serious. It's what it's like. Whoops. And so what always works when you're bringing the ball down the court is to just run it straight down the court. See, this I don't understand right here. So you have 7 timeouts a team, but like, when would you ever need to use them? There's no reason to call a timeout. And if you have a guy in front of you, then you just take it over to like the free throw line, and then you take a shot and you hit it, and then they call a timeout again. Oh, 3 shots. Yes, sir.
Foul. Pushing.
Alvin Robertson. I keep thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to finally get deep into, the old world of NBA history. I should have 3 shots, right? Tell you, man. That's actually a good thing to remember for this game next time we play. So if they take a 3, just foul them, then they only get 2 shots. Paxton for the win! Alright, well, we won anyway. So what is this? We shot 59.6%. We actually shot a little bit better in the second half. We were 2 for 13 from 3-point, but that ended up helping us. We didn't get as many rebounds, but we had 7 blocks. Most of those came from the first half, if I remember. 2 steals for both teams, and we only turned it over twice, so that's not a bad game for us. I don't care about how they did. Michael Jordan ended up leading the team in scoring with 24, and then both Scotty and Horace Grant at 22 each. So, and 9 points for Paxton, which is pretty good. Bill Cartwright. Next time I play this, I think I'm going to end up having Bill Cartwright out of the game because I don't see the purpose of him. But we'll talk about that later on. Should there be a next time for playing this game? Depends on what you guys want, if you like that or not. Anyway, there's a little bit of MJ in Tecmo NBA Basketball on the Super Nintendo. We're going to probably do the Double Dribble arcade game tomorrow, and then afterwards we'll do this game for Genesis. But unfortunately, it ends up being Bulls Guard on Genesis. There's no version with Jordan in it. But anyway, there you have it. Hope you're having a good day. Talk to you later.